Hey, what's up guys? Kevin the Tech Ninja here, and today we're talking about rumors and leaks and predictions for the new Google Pixel 3. Typically, the Pixel comes out in the fall area. Last year, I believe it was the end of September, and that's when the Pixel 3 makes it to us. And last year, they had a big announcement talking about the phone, celebrating it, and there was an event and things like that. If I'm invited to the event, I would definitely be there, but for my track record, I'm probably not going to get invited. But anyways, we're going to talk about the leaks and rumors and my predictions, and let's begin with form factor. Now, we've had leaks from OnLinks and My Smart Price showing the Pixel 3 and the 3 XL in its entirety. The smaller Pixel 3 will sport a 5.4-inch screen in a body size that is close to the Pixel 2's. This is 0.4 inches bigger than last year's Pixel, which means the phone will probably have smaller bezels, but it won't have the notch. The bigger Pixel 3 XL, though it will have a notch, rumors point that it's smaller than the iPhone 10. The form factor is supposed to be very similar to the Pixel 2 XL, but it also may have the 19:9 aspect ratio. And I'm hearing some inklings about a third Pixel phone, something that is more affordable with an Android One option, but I don't really think that's going to happen, but who knows? Now, personally, I don't mind the notch on a phone, but when it comes to a notch and then you have these large bezels at the bottom, I'm not a fan of that. It's like either have the bezels or just have a notch. You sort of have to pick one. But if you do both, it sort of gets rid of some of that sleekness. But overall, if you use a phone with a notch, you really don't care after a little bit of time. The reports also say that the bezels will make the phone slightly taller than the iPhone 10 and will also allow it to have stereo speakers like every Pixel phone we've had thus far. But we also knew this notch would be on the phone because Android P supports the notch. Even with Android P before the G7 came out, it actually had the ability to give you notch access. So Android does allow for notches now, and it's just a matter of time until the Pixel will have one. Now, there will be a shakeup on the back, and as far as what we're seeing from XDA and other sources, it looks like the back of the phone may be glass. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the back of the phone being glass because it does get slippery, it does get fingerprints and things like that, but it gives you the ability for wireless charging. And I love wireless charging. I have plenty of wireless chargers, and sadly, I haven't been able to use them with the last couple phones I've been using. So it'll be nice to get the ability to get wireless charging back, but I'm not 100% sure that's gonna happen. The OnePlus 6 had a glass back, but it didn't allow for wireless charging, and that was a big bummer to me. Now, I did talk about the Pixel 3 having Android P, and for someone like me who's been on the beta for a little bit of Android P, I can definitely see where they're going. So you do have gesture controls here at the bottom. So instead of just having the traditional buttons in the back and forward, you now have this little square and a little arrow pointing that way. And what you can do here, this is actually our back button. And also if you slide up from the bottom, it goes to recent apps. Now, this little square button at the bottom, if you click it, it lets you go into your recent apps, and it also says frequent and newly updated apps. Android P is sort of a refinement of what we've been seeing with Oreo, but it has a lot of great welcome changes like a simplified menu structure. If you go into here, you can see everything's a bit more streamlined and simplified. And also, as far as the notifications are handled a little bit differently too. So we're gonna expect to see this on the Pixel P. And I would imagine that maybe the dock will go away or something else will change, because right now it's sort of redundant as you have a spot for this at the very bottom, but you also have a dock too. So maybe we're not gonna see a dock. Maybe the dock will be a slide up. It's really hard to tell right now, but there's definitely gonna be some changes with the overall UI. Now, in terms of processing power and the internals, the Pixel always has been using the latest and greatest, and we can definitely expect Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 processor with either 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM, and then we can see a 64 or 128 storage capacity. And of course, with no option to expand, Pixel's never had an SD card, and Google using the cloud, promoting the cloud storage, I don't think we're gonna see an SD card anytime soon. So finally, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the cameras, and sadly, we have no idea what to expect from the cameras. We know the cameras will be really, really good, but I don't think we're gonna see a dual lens system or anything like that. Pixel has been sticking with the one camera system, and you know what? I'm okay with that. The Pixel has been the best camera consistently for the last couple years, And you know, last year's camera is just really fantastic. When I went on vacation, I've been just taking my Pixel instead of my SLR. Obviously SLRs are better overall, but as far as form factor and the images you can produce out of it, this is just a killer for me. Now, there are rumors to say that there's gonna be the dual selfie camera like you're seeing with the HTC U11 Plus. And maybe that's gonna be something with 3D face scanning. Google has been working on a counter to Face ID on the iPhone 10. So maybe that will come into play, but I'm not sure. And maybe that second camera won't be accessible by the camera app, and maybe it is just used for the face mapping. Now, I am hoping to see more camera shooting modes, maybe 960 frames per second on the back camera, or something to wow people more. Google's been consistently making really good cameras as far as quality, but the apps behind the camera has a little bit been lacking. It's starting to get stale, but the quality is so good that I tend to forgive that. But I'm hoping for a new camera app totally giving new shooting modes and things like that. Not the AR stuff, not the AR stickers or anything like that, but something a little bit more useful. And that's all we have right now. Things have been pretty quiet on the Pixel 4 front, but hopefully we get more information coming soon. If so, I'm gonna make another video and update things that are happening, but right now, I think this is the best look that we can see at the Pixel 3. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions, leave it down below. My name is Kevin the Tech Ninja. Anything from smart homes to smartphones, I do cover on this channel. So give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and also hit subscribe if you're new to my channel. Have yourself a great day. Peace.
KTTN, say it again. Tell a friend that it's him again. Hey, yo, real talk, opinions gon' be sharper than 4K. Scope Squad, eat it up, simmer it, saute. Ninja got reviews and rants galore. You ain't never seen a channel like this before. No hashtag.